The Cold War, spanning from the end of World War II in 1945 to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, shaped global politics and divided nations into the spheres of influence of the United States and the Soviet Union. Myanmar, also known as Burma, found itself caught in the crossfire of this ideological struggle. This article explores Myanmar's role in the Cold War, examining its geopolitical position, internal conflicts, and the lasting impact on the nation's trajectory. 1. Strategic position. Myanmar's strategic location in Southeast Asia made it a significant player in Cold War geopolitics. Sharing borders with India, China, Thailand, and Bangladesh, Myanmar became a crucial theater for both superpowers seeking to expand their influence in the region. 2. Neutrality and non-aligned movement. In the early years of the Cold War, Myanmar pursued a policy of neutrality. Under the leadership of Prime Minister U Nu, Myanmar became a founding member of the non-aligned movement in 1961. Emphasizing its commitment to remain outside the influence of both superpowers. 3. Military rule and socialist policies. In 1962, a military coup led by General Ne Win ousted the civilian government, establishing military rule that would last for several decades. Ne Win's regime implemented socialist policies, nationalizing industries, and isolating Myanmar from the global economy. The military junta maintained a delicate balancing act between the superpowers. 4. Alignment with non-communist bloc. While officially non-aligned, Myanmar leaned towards the non-communist bloc during the Cold War. Economic and military assistance from Western countries, particularly the United States, played a role in shaping Myanmar's foreign policy. However, the military regime's repressive domestic policies drew criticism from the international community. 5. Internal conflicts and superpower involvement. Myanmar faced internal conflicts involving ethnic groups seeking autonomy. Superpowers, particularly China and the United States, became involved in these conflicts by supporting various factions. The complexity of these conflicts further complicated Myanmar's position in the Cold War chessboard. 6. Pivot towards China. In the latter years of the Cold War, Myanmar underwent a shift in its foreign policy. Faced with international isolation and economic difficulties, the military junta turned towards China for support. This pivot led to increased economic and military cooperation between the two countries. 7. End of the Cold War and isolation. The end of the Cold War brought significant changes to global geopolitics. Myanmar, no longer a pawn in the superpower rivalry, faced increased isolation due to its repressive regime. The military's crackdown on pro-democracy movements, including the 1988 uprising, drew condemnation from the international community. 8. Legacy in post-Cold War era. Myanmar's experience in the Cold War left a lasting legacy. The military junta's policies and the superpower involvement in internal conflicts had profound implications for the nation. Myanmar's path in the post-Cold War era continued to be marked by political repression, human rights concerns, and a complex relationship with the international community. Myanmar's position in the Cold War was characterized by strategic importance, internal conflicts, and geopolitical maneuvering. The nation's leaders navigated a delicate balance between superpowers, seeking to maintain autonomy while facing internal challenges. The legacy of this period continues to shape Myanmar's political landscape, contributing to the complexities and challenges the nation faces in the 21st century.